Hello Reefers, this is Mark, also known as Torx across a couple of the forums here, as many of you know me. Recently, it's one of the new foods that hit the market. Was promoted pretty heavily at MACNA this year. For MACNA 2017 was this Masstick, made by Easy Reefs. This is a 14-gram pouch. There's a lot of people talking about it across the net, so I figured I'd pick up a small pouch. This 14-gram one goes for about $9.99. Got mine from sustainablemarinecanada.ca. It's a fairly local store for me out of London, Ontario. The powder itself, basically you just rehydrate the powder. It can be mixed with, you can mix it with eggs, any mysis, copods, rotifiers, any medicines you want to administer, which is good for your finicky eaters if you want to make sure they eat their medicines. You can actually mix it in with it as well. It's also, basically it's just freeze-dried crustaceans. So it doesn't really contain any fish skeletons or anything else that should really increase your phosphate levels, especially compared to its protein levels. But again, it's mostly crustaceans, a blend of different palemonates, different types of shrimp variants. They actually produce and breed them themselves. From there, they're immediately freeze-dried. And also mixed with macro and micro algae just to add some additional nutrition to the blend. Instructions are pretty simple. Basically, you just take, it's a 1 to 0.5 ratio. So this 14-gram package, I'll add about 7 mils of reverse osmosis water, and you basically just knead it until it's all mixed in nicely together there. Once it has been mixed, you should use it immediately, but it can be frozen for later use. If you want to freeze it, it should be used within about 5 weeks after you've prepared it. Once you've prepared it, it should stick to just about anything. You take a small portion of it, stick it to your glass, stick it to a rock, stick it to just about anything. From there, the fish should eat it. I've seen a couple of videos of it. It looks pretty neat. I'm hoping to try it out here. Again, it comes in a few different sizes. You've got the 14 net grams, which is here. We'll see about how much that makes in a few minutes here. Again, about $9.99. Comes in a 42 net, or 42 grams. 70 grams. Apparently you can also get it in bulk and professional bulk as well. The professional, it actually comes in 2 aluminum bags with 500 grams of product in each one. So there's some pretty big bags compared to this little 14-gram one. So let's open it up and give her a mix and see what we got here. So inside of here is supposed to be a Ziploc bag. Nice little powder. Take 7 mils of RO water. This is RO-DI. It doesn't really stipulate anything else, but it does say RO, so assuming DI will be just fine as well. Okay, what you're left with is something that's the consistency of, what do I got here? Dry clay. Probably could use a couple more drops of water here. All right, so that's basically it. An idea, that's your standard egg crate. Seen a lot of people use this to set it in to freeze it into individual portions to keep them evenly fed. There's 9 portions for later. It'd probably fill up an even 10 squares. Plus a little left over to try right now. So just got a few more minutes while my lights are coming on my aquarium. So I'll cut from the film and we'll see what feeding these little guys do. I don't have too many finicky eaters. They're all pretty good eaters, but we'll check it out in a bit. All right, lights have been on for a little bit. Things are still opening up here, but I got a 120-gallon mixed reef aquarium. I'm going to feed it in a spot where they normally don't get fed, and let's see what kind of reactions we can get here. This guy knows better. Stick it to the glass. Few people interested, but no one's nibbling yet. There we go. Now again, this is the first time it's ever been put in the tank. Normally I feed PE mysis pellets, 1 and 2 millimeters, as well as your typical reefroid mixture for the corals. I normally feed pellets once a day, mysis every now and then as a treat. I use the Hikari mysis frozen sheets, mainly because I keep it on stock for the seahorse tank. People are slowly getting introduced to it, and they're seeming to. Oh, there's a lovely group of tangs enjoying it. Got a couple fish that haven't come in yet, but they're some of them a little too scared to come in. A new set of clownfish, new firefish in here as well. They're still new to the tank, and they normally stay hidden for a while until the main grazers are gone.